Hi everybody, welcome back to You Can Do Math. Today we are studying cones, more specifically the volume of a cone. Let's get started. Alright guys, so we have three problems for today. Taking a look at our first cone, it's kind of upside down. It looks like an ice cream, right? An ice cream cone. I had one of those yesterday, a waffle cone. It was so good. Okay, but we'd like to find the volume, right? The volume of a cone. And so let's start off with writing down that formula, and I think you're going to find it a little bit familiar. Volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. Where have we seen that before? The last video, the volume of pyramids, absolutely. Well, there's something a little bit different because the area of the base is what? Specifically, it's a circle, right? And so our volume is going to be 1/3 area of the base, because circle is going to be pi r squared. And then we're going to multiply it by the height, the true height of the cone. All right, so volume is 1/3 pi, and taking a look at our cone, what is the radius of the base of that circle? It is 7, right? The radius is the distance from the center to the side of the circle. Yeah. Okay, so that would be multiplied by 7 squared, and then the true height is 14. So what I would recommend is for you to calculate pi times 7 squared times 14, and then at the end take a third or divide by 3. And I'd also like you to use 3.14 for the sake of our grading our assignment for today. Normally I like to leave it in terms of pi. I like the exact answer instead of a rounded answer, but you work with what we got. Okay, so for pi, I'd like you to type in your calculator right now, and you should be doing this too, right? As you're taking these notes, you should be calculating just as if you were in class, checking to see if what you're putting into the calculator is the same thing that I'm also getting, and if not, I mean, you should be emailing me, or I mean, this is just a really important part of learning. Remember, you never learn just by copying down out of a video or even just from a teacher. You really truly learn by doing it yourself and writing it down and checking your work. So please do that. It's good for you. All right, so pi, right, 3.14 in a calculator, please be typing in right now, times it by 49, right, or 7 squared is 49, and then you can multiply it by 14, and you're going to get 2,154.04, and then we're going to take a third of that and divide by 3, and that will give us 718.01. Let's round to the nearest hundredth today, 2 places past the decimal, and that is going to be centimeters cubed. I feel like I talked really fast on that last problem. If I ever talk too fast, slow me down on your end, right? You can hit mute on me right now. Please don't do it. Okay, let's go to example number 2. All right, so what do you notice about this cone? Well, it's not upside down like an ice cream cone. Does it give us the radius? It actually gives us a diameter. That 4 is indicating the distance across, going through the center of the circle. That is our diameter. So when we're trying to find our volume, please make sure that you always look at the base and make sure that you have all the parts that you need instead of just plugging in numbers really quickly. All right, so I always like to start by writing the formula down again. So volume equals 1/3 area of our base times the true height. And we have the area of our base is a circle, and we know that the area of a circle is pi r squared. So, and I wrote a half. Fabulous job, Sasha. All right, how about a third, guys? Good. And then we have, and I'm writing a half down. All right, mental pause for a second. It's like a blooper or something. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so volume, 1/3 area of the base. The base is a circle. That area is pi r squared. So 2 squared, because 2 is our radius, our diameter is 4, our radius is 2. Okay, good, you're with me. Hopefully you're laughing too. All right, and then the height is 5. True height is 5. I always say true height because sometimes students will tell me that this is a height and it's like a slanted height, right? So not true height. So if you want to know why, that's why I always say true height. All right, so I'd love for you to perform 2 squared, which is 4. You can times by 5, which is 20, and then just type in your calculator 20 times 3.14. And when you do that, you get 62.8. And then please make sure, don't forget to take a third of that answer, and that will give us 20.93, and that is inches cubed. Whew. That one was rough. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Game face on. This one's for you. And I will be here when you get back. Pause this video though right now. Please pause it. And hopefully you will have less errors than I did. Okay, pause video. Oh, you want the problem. There it is. Sorry. Okay. Now for a real pause. Okay, hi, welcome back. Whew. So taking a look at the one that I wanted you to do on your own, does it give you the radius or the diameter? And hopefully you chose the radius, and it is 4. So volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. So volume is 1/3 area of the base is a circle, so the area is pi r squared, so it's pi 4 squared times the true height, which is 9. I also would like for you to make sure that when you're sending in your work to me, like you type in the answers into the Google form and take a picture of your work and email them to me, make sure that you're showing this work. I know sometimes it seems tedious to write everything down, but it's really good repetition to kind of remember the area of the base times the height. You'll notice that I write it down over and over again. Sometimes I break down the steps as well. Even though I could race through and do 4 squared is 16, I just feel like when we're looking back at our notes, we'd like to know where things come from. Or even when we share, like with like our friends, like, hey, you're struggling on this one, this is what I did. And that way you're able to explain it better because it's kind of written out. I want you to join math communities, like friends that you guys talk about. I mean, obviously not cheat or take answers, but you have real great conversations in math. Okay, I'm done with my side note. Okay, so volume is 1/3, and then I want you to do pi times 4 squared times 9, and that will give you 452.16. And then we're going to take a third of that, and when we take a third, then we get 150. Not 0, Sasha, not 0. Whew. 150.72, and this is meters cubed, guys. All right, so math is messy, and you just give you work through it, and you do your thing. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you found this valuable. Please don't forget to like the videos, and then email me if you have any questions. All right, till next time, guys. Bye.